you prepared for what could happen if you can't get to hospital in time to give birth to your baby, if you're planning hospital birth, or if your baby just decides to come wherever you are, if you're out and about or in the car? Having an accidental birth at home or in the car is something that probably most people don't set out to do for their labour, but does sometimes happen. So I wanted to talk you through what you should do if you think that you or your partner is about to give birth and you haven't got a healthcare professional there with you to guide you through. This is not a guide on how to deliver a baby from a healthcare professional's point of view. This is what you should do if you or your partner are about to give birth. I came across this real life footage from someone who was giving birth in their car, and I thought I would talk you through my reaction to the video and also what you should be doing at each step. If you're new to this channel, I'm Brooke. I am an obstetrics and gynecology doctor, and I make content on this channel about pregnancy, birth, and everything else to do with women's health. So let's dive in with this video. So this video comes from the Campbell cloud family, and this is a real life video of them giving birth to their third baby. So mum's waters had broken approximately 5 o'clock, and the video was filmed at about 5:30 because they were on their way to the hospital. It's important to also recognise she'd already been having some contractions. She'd already called ahead to the hospital, but I've jumped ahead to this part of the video. So let's watch. Okay, I think you can see from her face straight away that she's definitely feeling these contractions. Bearing in mind, it's her third baby, so things can progress quicker than expected.
Hey, it's Troy.
Okay, so it's a really good time to stop and talk about what you should do if you think labour is progressing quicker than expected. So he's doing exactly the right thing, which is you should call your hospital, your midwife, whoever's been supporting you, your doctor, and let them know that you're on your way into the hospital. So that's the first thing. If that's where you're planning to give birth, so they can you can let them know that you think things are happening quickly so that they can maybe get a room ready for you, get your doctor to be straight there to greet you. The next thing you want to think about is, do I have time to actually get there? So how do you know if you're going to have time to get there? Well, firstly, you're going to be looking for the signs that things are progressing quickly. So obviously she's already having contractions. So a sign that these are not just any contractions, they're actually, the baby is actively coming, is you're having very strong contractions. And especially if you've given birth before, you probably know how that feels, but generally strong contractions, but you can't actually complete a sentence. You can't continue to talk because you have to stop. The contractions that last at least 90 seconds, that they are feeling much more intense, say, than they were before. You're needing to, say, breathe through them. You feel this need to have pain relief, because although contractions might have some pain associated with them, especially at the beginning, people often feel, no, I'm fine, I can manage. But as those contractions really ramp up, you might have this feeling that I've got to get to hospital, I need my epidural now. That's probably a sign that these are stronger contractions, indicating you're further along in labour. Another thing you should be looking for is, are you feeling, or is she feeling, any pressure? So when we say pressure, we mean you suddenly feel like there is a weight down below, that there's a weight in your pelvis, like there's a watermelon sitting in your pelvis, like you can't get comfortable because this baby has shifted downwards. Because what you need to be thinking is the baby still up above the cervix, or has it actually, if the cervix is fully dilated, 10 centimeters dilated, that allows the baby's head to suddenly drop through. So instead of the baby's head sitting in the uterus or sitting in the cervix, it's actually sitting in the vagina now. Another sign is the need to poo. And again, that comes from the baby's head dropping down further into the pelvis, putting pressure on your rectum. So if she starts saying things like, you know what, I need to pull over, I need to go to the toilet, I need to do a poo, that's again a sign that actually labour is really progressing quickly, and do you have enough time to get there? Another more vague sign is suddenly a feeling of panic. So these are signs of transition, that baby is obviously about to be crowning, and sometimes people say that they get this feeling like, I can't do this anymore, I need to go home, I don't want to do this, I'm really scared. That's again a sign that things are progressing. And finally, quite a late sign, and the sign that obviously people want to look for, is that there is a parting of the labia. So as the baby's head is descending through the vagina and it's starting to emerge, the pressure actually separates the labia. So even if you can't yet see the baby's head fully emerging, you might start to see what we call some gaping as the labia start to part because of that pressure as the baby's head is starting to emerge. So if mum is lying on her back with her legs up and you can see into the labia and you see some parting of the labia, again, you've not got time to get to the hospital wherever you are.
We're 11 minutes out. She feels like it's almost coming out right now.
So she's saying she feels it's coming out.
407 Brock Road, I'm 11 minutes away. Babe, is the baby coming?
Yes!
Okay.
This is a mum who's given birth before and she's saying baby's coming. There's no messing around. You do not want to be driving and actively on the road when this baby comes out. If it's clear they're 11 minutes away, there's no time for 11 minutes to get to the hospital, so you need to get to a place of safety. So whether you're at home, whether you're in a shopping centre, whether you are in the car, if you have that feeling and all of those things I've just mentioned have been ticked off, you need to get to a place of safety. So he's going to pull over on the side of the road, preferably away from any oncoming traffic, because he's going to get out of the car to assist her. So obviously he doesn't want to be in the line of oncoming traffic, but you need to get to a place of safety. And although they're on the phone to the midwife, they actually now need to call the emergency services. So a different phone number, preferably if you've got two phones, because you want to stay talking to your midwife if you can, because they can often talk you through what you need to do. But now you also need to call the emergency services. So wherever you are, so if you're in the UK, 999 or 911, you need to be very clear on the phone. We are in the car, this is our location, and we need help now, because you are going to need you might need some extra support for the baby, you might need some extra help for delivering the placenta, you don't know, she might hemorrhage, for example, after birth. For many reasons, you don't want to be alone, even though they might be there talking you through the process. So you want emergency services as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Tell her by her position things are happening. She's not feeling comfortable, she's feeling that pressure down there.
Yeah.
Ring of fire.
She said ring of fire. Again, she's feeling that baby's head crowning.
Pants are off.
The fire in the ambulance. I'm having a baby on the 407. So let me put you through the ambulance. I can't catch it.
Please help. Please help.
Ambulance, what is your emergency?
I'm having a baby side of the highway right now.
Okay, where are you located?
407 and just past Brock Road going west. I can see the baby's head. The baby's head is out.
You pulled over, yeah?
I'm pulled over on the side of the road, yes.
And sorry, which direction you are going? West?
I'm going west, yes.
It's coming out. Okay.
It's coming out. It's almost out. Tell me what to do, please.
No. Okay, don't pull on anything. Do you have a clean cloth, clean towels?
Okay, I think a lot of people panicked. Like, what if I don't have the things I need to deliver a baby? You don't need anything to deliver a baby. But the one thing we would like you to have for straight after the baby's born is some clean towels. If you don't have clean towels, clothes are going to do, especially mum's clothes. They're going to be used to her smell and everything else. But you want to have any kind of clean and dry cloth or towel that you can deliver the baby and basically keep the baby warm with. So if you're at home, especially, it's easy. If you've got a few minutes, when you feel the baby's coming, your partner or someone can just go grab a stack of clean towels as quickly as possible.
Vega! Okay, any blanket?
Just put the baby on me.
Baby's out, baby's out, baby's out, baby's out, baby's with mommy.
Okay, so that birth happened really quickly, and actually it was quite straightforward. She was in a semi-recumbent position. She was able to catch the baby, and mum's instincts totally right. She just said, put the baby on my chest, and that's exactly what she needed to do. So let's just talk about what you should do for the actual birth itself. Well, ideally, as soon as you realize this birth is happening, you're calling for help. Anyone that's in the house, anyone that's nearby that can come and just give you an extra pair of hands is going to be useful. So hopefully you've got a birth partner there, but if not, anyone that can just help to support you. So call for help and then get into a position that's basically quite close to the ground. Babies are slippery when they come out. So what you want to be is either, for example, in an all fours position, or you can be in a squatting position. You can even be on the toilet. So anywhere where you're using maybe gravity to help the baby to come out, but you're also not too far from the ground that there's too much of a drop. So it is safe to give birth to in a toilet, because actually baby's not got too far to fall, but it's not ideal. So you can also be lying on your back if you want to have your legs up, whatever feels comfortable for you, but get low to the ground and get someone underneath ready to catch the baby, or just get your own hands underneath and ready to catch the baby. Once baby's head is out, all you need to do is wait. If someone's on the phone, they can talk you through what to do if the baby's body doesn't immediately follow after the head, but usually even after the head is delivered, we can wait till the next contraction or two contractions until the force of the next contraction can push the baby out for you, and you just be ready to catch. So there's nothing more complicated than that than you need to do. And then baby's on your chest, so you can do some direct skin to skin. So if you've got some clothing on, you can just put baby directly underneath your t-shirt, lift them like this and tuck the baby in between or on your belly. And you want to be covering them with those towels. Remember to change those towels. So that first towel that the baby would have been wrapped in, or that first blanket, or whatever it was, it's going to be wet. So if you've got something else, you want to just change that out to keep the baby warm. That is the most important thing you do until the emergency services arrive.
Jesus.
Do not hang up.
I want you to hold the baby against your chest, Erica.
Yeah. What's the vehicle description?
White Dodge Ram. White Dodge Ram.
Is the baby crying, Erica?
No,
No.
not yet. Okay, you're doing a good job.
Okay, so that baby probably got as much of a shock as mum and dad did. So baby hasn't cried immediately, which is quite common. Babies don't always cry immediately, but what you want to do if baby's not crying yet is you just want to gently stimulate them. So they're wrapped in their towel and you just rub them, just give them a bit of a rub to help the baby to cry, to stimulate them. And this is really important reason to keep the emergency services on the phone so they know what's happening and they're sending someone with you in case that baby does need any extra assistance.
You're doing a good job, okay? Tell her to take slow, deep breaths. Do not pull on anything.
Not pulling.
Okay. Is the baby crying? Wipe its mouth.
Yes, thank God.
Great job.
Can never fail to find that emotional, that first cry of the baby. So baby's fine. And you'll notice they said don't pull on anything, because although you might be thinking, do I need to deliver the placenta? What do we need to do? But actually you don't need to worry. Leave the placenta as it is. The placenta will probably emerge on its own. You'll suddenly feel like there's a jellyfish emerging from between your legs, but it's not your job. You don't need to worry about delivering the placenta, and what you don't want to do is pull on it and the cord snaps off and you end up bleeding more. So just leave the placenta as it is and let the emergency services or the midwife deal with it when they get there.
All right, you want the baby to cry. You did a great job, okay? How's mom doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, is this your first child?
No, third.
Okay. And is it full term?
Yes.
This one?
Okay, good job. Okay.
Amazing. They were already on their way to hospital, so they had their hospital bag and they were ready to go. So this might not be part of your plan, but actually there's nothing you really need to worry about. Your instincts will usually tell you exactly what to do, and if your instincts can't, then you've got the emergency services or your midwife to talk you through it. So let me know, is this something that happened to you, or is it something that you're worried about? Any questions, leave them in the comment box.